going on, y'all? It's the main man, Big Wayne. You know how I do. Mr. D's reporting live. Hey, so I've been reading around, looking at some stuff. I know it's early, still early, but I think the Lakers are a failure, man. I think the Lakers are a failure. I thought out of those 4 years, I thought they was gonna get rack up maybe 2 rings out of the 4 years, possibly 3. But now, I don't think they're gonna get any, man. And I think like the saying say, same thing make you laugh, make you cry. And I think it's because of LeBron. I think it's because of LeBron, because LeBron, he's done the same thing everywhere. He's done the same thing, you know, he'll get there, try to rearrange the team. And it's always kind of turbulent. And usually he'd be all right, but yeah, he get to the finals a lot, but he's lost a lot too. You see what I mean? He's done a lot of destructive things. And I feel like if you remember that video I did a while back talking about LeBron the GOAT, and I didn't think so, this is one of them reasons why. Because I feel like you the best of all time, you're going to take something to make it better than what it is. You don't take something, destroy it, and then elevate it. Yeah, you elevated the Cavs, but well, Miami, you had help. You had help. He had help in Miami. And I like LeBron. I'm not like no LeBron hater. I like LeBron, and he's great. He's great. He's great. I like him. But I don't know this. I don't know. I just don't see how you do it, because now he done alienated the whole roster, and I feel like he got way more control than what he should have had. Like, I feel like the players shouldn't have had that much power. I feel like no player should have that much impact on a franchise, regardless of who it is. You know what I mean? I feel like a player should be a player, and a coach should be a coach, GM should be a GM. So yeah, he's impactful. He's done a lot of great things, but a lot of this stuff is on him. It's on him. So, and that's why I liked when they got Magic, but I feel like at this point, I feel like LeBron's got more power than Magic. And really, everybody looking at Magic, but I feel like you gotta look at LeBron. Because I mean, you're not gonna. I don't see him recruiting players. Like, historically, I don't think he's really recruited anybody. Like, he couldn't get nobody in Cleveland all them years. Miami don't really count because he signed both of them. Kyrie was already there. They traded for Kevin Love. Nobody actually signed with him. Like, what free agent signed with him? Outside of Chris Bosh, I can't really think of one. Maybe Ray Allen. That might be the one. But I can't think of anybody that signed with him. Like, he don't really get people just clamoring for him. So you talking about this recruiting. But historically, who has he recruited? And I don't see who he's recruited. So it's just like, you got to have like LeBron or bust. It's almost like, y'all remember them games back in the day for my gamers? Y'all remember them when y'all had like a PlayStation or Nintendo, whatever it does, and you get that NBA courtside or a sports game, you had to delete a whole lot of space because it took a whole lot of space. You had to do a whole lot of deleting to play the game. That's kind of what LeBron is. You got to do a whole lot of deleting the storage space just to have it. And then I got to thinking, I'm not even sure if AD, I meant to say this in another video, but I forgot. I'm not even sure if the Anthony Davis and LeBron duo would have worked to begin with. Because historically speaking, post players, he's been bad for post players. I mean, look what, well, I guess he wasn't been bad, but they've regressed. You know what I mean? When Kevin Love, he was getting 30 games, all this and that. And then he got with LeBron, he fell off. When Chris Bosh got there, Chris Bosh was turning out there in Toronto, and he kind of fell off. And Anthony Davis, he don't live out there on the perimeter. He's not a perimeter type. He ain't one of them stretch ones. Yeah, he can shoot and score a little bit out there, but that ain't where his bell cow is. They out there. And LeBron, you know, he like to crash the paint, you know, pull the defense inside out. And if you got Anthony Davis and LeBron in there, it's going to clog some things up, and I think it's going to be problematic. And I don't think it's such an ideal fit as what they think. It worked with Kyrie because, you know, Kyrie could, you know, he got to get out on the perimeter. He could do some things. It's not the same thing with Anthony Davis. It's not going to be the same thing. So I'm not even sure how it would have worked. I think it would have been nice. I definitely don't think they would have won the championship whether they had Anthony Davis or not. So it just comes to the, what do you need with LeBron? What do you need? And what you need, you can't really have. Not with LeBron. You can't have like a whole lot of depth and a whole lot of stuff. Not with this Lakers thing going on. Because I feel like more people are teaming up to try to take on LeBron versus team up with him. Because, I mean, yeah, LeBron with Miami Heat, nobody was trying to really go to the Heat. Everybody was teaming up to try to beat the Heat. Or, like, the Golden State Warriors. People try to join Golden State. But it's even then, it's kind of different. Everybody trying to do super teams. And that's why It's days like today I got appreciation for like the old school, like like the Patrick Ewings, the Karl Malones, I mean people like that, Tim Duncan, Dirk, people like that, Kobe, because they stayed. Now Kobe did a lot of complaining too, but they stayed there, and he was part of it. He was gonna build and take it something better than what it was. I'm not sure if LeBron's really doing that anymore. Yeah, he's taking teams, and I know he's been hurt, but it's just I think he's kind of all this trade. We need this, we need that. When you take a team, I feel like you gotta pull them together. You gotta pull it all together, or we gonna come out on top. And that's why I said that's why another reason I don't feel like I'm not big on this whole trade. Definitely not in the office. Definitely not how they've been doing it. So this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. So I know he does the same thing, but it's got a higher fail rate than it does success. So for all this talking about LeBron and this and that championship turns to gold, he's only got 3 rings, which is good. That's more than some got. Some ain't got none. But still, it's just all this blowing up. What is it really getting him? Really, you get what I'm saying? But that's all. I don't think this Laker experience, I don't think it's really gonna work, because he only getting older, and like I told you, New York getting ready to load up, Boston's still around, Philly gonna be there. Who knows what's gonna pop up in the West? Somebody gonna pop up. LA will be there, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't. Usually I would kind of just blindly trust LeBron. Oh, LeBron gonna find a way because it's LeBron, but I don't think it's gonna. It just feels different. This feels more like a disaster. I don't know. I might be right, I may be wrong, but this Laker thing, it's starting to look. It's going from lake show to hot mess to me. It just don't feel. It just don't feel like it's they going the right way. How it felt in the beginning, how it is now, I just don't feel like what you signed up for. But anyway, that's all I got on my take. What y'all think about this? Because I don't know. I don't think this Laker thing is gonna work. But anyway, love, peace, Afro Grease. I'm out this thing. Yeah.